Hi guys, and welcome to a Hector Lecture guide to how to maintain uptime in Pinax during P4S Part 1. I'm remade this video to match a little bit closer to the strategies being used most commonly in Party Finder to be more helpful to those that are trying to prog through these fights in Party Finder. First things first, as soon as the elements are set during Pinax, you need your main tank to immediately pull the boss between lightning and fire. You only get about 1 GCD to do this, so it's going to be quite quick. Your main tank will need to get a feel for the timing for when the boss is movable. Once the boss gets Pinax, its position is set, it won't be able to be moved more. For this fight mechanic, you're going to need light parties. All that matters is there's 1 healer per party, but there's really not any reason with this strategy to fluctuate from having a tank healer and 2 DPS. They need to have stacked positions. These are just going to be 1 group on the edge, 1 group out, and making sure that both of those are always not on a fire side if the element fire is there to explode. And then you want spread positions. These are roughly the tanks being in and out, the melees being on either side of the boss, 3 of both of the DPS, ranged DPS, and 1 of the healers, so 3 of the ranged, are going to spread onto whichever side is normally safe, and the 4th one can spread onto the unsafe side to minimize movement for your healers. So as usual with Pinax, the boss will cast it, and then 2 elements are going to be glowing back to back. First one is either lightning out or water knockback, and then you get either the poison spread or the fire stack. Let's look through all 4 possible combinations for the duo that we get at first. If you get out, then stacks. Have your party immediately go to the edge for the out. After it explodes, make sure you're not on the lightning side. Adjust into your stack positions, ensuring you're not on fire. This is 1 group moving in, the other group staying out. If instead you get knockback stacks, exactly the same. Just ride the knockback, and then adjust to those same stack positions afterwards. You can knockback immune the knockback, but I recommend saving it later for when we have the cape mechanic with shift. If we get out, then spread. What we're doing is we're having a group spread, hug the edge out, and most players are cheating towards their spread position. So H2, R2, R1 are making sure they're just where they should get full uptime. They're still in range of the boss, but after the out explodes, now they're just going to adjust a little bit to get closer to middle and to their spread position. If we get knockback and spread, exact same thing, just get knocked back in the direction of your spread position. Because these spread positions are locked in place as soon as we know where the boss is, the only thing that changes about this is it might be mirrored if electric and fire the other way around. The boss is then going to teleport middle and cast westerly shift or northerly shift. It's going to go to a cardinal direction. Now, this will be paired. Not only do you get a direction, as signified by the cast bar, but this is paired with another element. These are only ever going to be lightning out or water knockback. And since the only options are either a knockback or a cleave that makes you hug the wall, as long as you are popping knockback immunity at about halfway to 2/3 of the cast bar and hugging the wall, you can ignore what these are. You can completely just go and do the mechanic. If you're a melee or a tank trying to greed more uptime, keep note if you happen to get this combo here, cape and water, you can stay whacking the boss and then gap close as soon as it jumps and you won't get hit by anything. Either way though, start moving towards the side where the boss is going to jump so you can keep your uptime. And then here's where the knockback would have gone off, but everybody's knockback to immune it. If we know that fire is coming, all we're going to do is immediately have the same stack groups that we have. 1 group in, 1 group out, and it's sorted. Again, if fire happens to be on the side the boss has jumped to, don't be on the fire square during the stacks. Let me show you the worst case scenario. This is, suppose we get a shift, and we're going to presume that we've already had fire, so we know poison spreads are coming up. And it's the sword, so we need to hug the wall immediately. We're going to knockback immune to avoid the water knockback. And as we head towards the side, what we're doing is we're having most of our range cheat over towards the side that isn't poison. Our melees are going to have time to adjust, so that won't matter. The cleave goes off, and now here's the important thing. You really have quite a long time for this spread. It's not anywhere near as fast as the first one. You've got a good 3-ish GCDs to be able to get off before the spread hits. So take your time. Have your main tank pull the boss out a little bit. Your melees are spreading around the boss as normal, with the exception of your tanks have gone onto the non-poison square, so they don't get hit by that. And the melee that would normally spread on the poison square is going due middle on the boss. Your ranged are kind of going for a similar spread to what they do, but there's so much time. Just have whoever has most mobility, usually casters and range, but maybe if you've got a Sage or anybody else who has movement abilities, have them spread more. And just make sure you're not too far away, because especially if this is the second Pinax right before the Enrage or the Soft Enrage, you want to be able to be close enough to get healed up by your healers. And that's it. That's the entirety of how Pinax can be done while maintaining full uptime. Let me know if you guys have any other suggestions. Take care. Thanks for watching.